Peace, y'all. I'm gonna let you know it's me for real. It's Pac-Man. And let's listen to this real quick. You might ask Pac, why do you smoke so much? Actually, I don't. It just appears like that. Now, I wanna make a few things clear. I wanna say peace to all righteous people, cause always life. Now, the topic I want to get into real quick is very a long topic, but I'm not gonna make this long for fairness. I'm gonna get straight to the point. Acknowledging that there is a bigger picture besides New York City, besides the five boroughs, besides what outfit we're gonna wear, what we're gonna do with our money. See, we like to live in a bubble that this is it's all about us. We got this attitude as brothers and sisters in America that it's all about us. And if it ain't about me, I don't care. If it don't concern me, I'm not concerned. And well, I have a different position on that. If it's not about me, I'm not concerned. You know, parts of the world, global warming is real. And I'm not trying to sound like some fanatic white guy, white girl telling you the world is going to change. It's coming to a different state of reality. And this is nothing new. This is already documented fact. But what I want to share is the survival tactics that do exist that a lot of y'all neglected. And this is what I'm worried about. First, I'm gonna talk to the gods first, the gods of Earth. And the the thing about when you got this God concept minimized to a group of people, but it was globalized to a type of people, it's like a contradiction all day. Nobody believes in God in no form of fashion. So a lot of people don't believe in God as far as saying a person's gonna save you when shit get crazy or all these stuff that got going with God. We understand that. So we understand that part. That's the part of the trick knowledge that a lot of people don't understand. So this is why all over the world, even though, cause see, doing one thing doesn't stop you from doing something else. Like not believing in God or believing in any other aspect of life is not gonna stop you from looking both ways before you cross the street. Certain thing logic is gonna kick in regardless of whom or what. So regardless of what you believe in or what you know, how you live your life shows and prove your ways of action. It's like 100%, 85% is out there. I'm gonna say, I'm a 99% of y'all 85%, regardless of what you know, no disrespect. Only because the way you move is like 85%. But because you have knowledge yourself, you have a flashlight as you move with the 85%. But the problem with that, when you got a flashlight and you move with the 85%, you the gravity of the 85% kind of change you out of who you are as a 5%. And this is why I was saying that I felt like my brothers and sisters, regardless of what, how comfortable we are as far as work and jobs, we should be able to move, or we should be wise enough to move to a place where we don't have to deal with this gravity of 85%. And then you think, where can we go? Everywhere in the world, there's hoods, there's ghettos, there's rich, there's poor, there's racism, there's all types of things going on. I don't dispute that. I don't dispute that. But just how a contractor could get a house built for a couple $100,000, or people could give government funding for little different things that we do, for ourselves, or open certain crucial program. It's the same way you could get that money and actually build your own community. Actually build your own community, even to the point you could build your own community and put it on a boat, yeah, and sail somewhere because they got land all over. I mean, you wouldn't go there blindfolded. You wouldn't go nowhere blindfolded. You got the Virgin Islands, you got China, you got all over the planet Earth. You got parts of the Earth where land is just it's not it got good ground, but this is not about just the land. It's the thought that we know this is going on, and we not acknowledging it. This is what makes me paranoid. And I'm gonna keep 100 with y'all. The people that know what I know, knowing what we know, and knowing the facts and the truth between the lies, when the media says stuff about the weather or the earthquake, we know this stuff exists. We know this is an actual fact. We're not built powers. Remember, we're not believing in stuff that can't be proven. We're not believing in the mystery God and the spook in the sky. We know there is a man behind this. Everything that's going on. Okay? So because we know there's an actual human being behind what's going on, and they have contrary feelings about us, and they're real entities, and they got power over things. So people are saying like, we control both spectrum. See, I beg to differ. I beg to differ. It's not about just controlling both spectrum. A motherfucker would take you down with him. That's how niggas do. A motherfucker soldier or person has a purpose or a mission to do something to somebody else. Their whole purpose of doing what they're doing is to bring death and destruction. How can you guarantee somebody death and destruction unless you what? Die and get destroyed with it to know what happens? You gotta understand the science of God and devil and minds and universe and planets and rocks. A lot of people think this God concept is just a storybook of a cracker named Jesus or a slave master named Jesus and some white boys who came out of jail and had a deal to start their own community. It's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. Like they understand we had a plan before we had them. So they're more paranoid than the motherfuckers behind them. Cause I'm acknowledging the fact not only they have a beginning, we have a beginning as well. Alright, so you gotta understand when you got somebody created the devil and they were created by a machine that they created to recreate itself. I'm not disputing that. And this is the paranoid part about it. See, when you got a person, when you got entities that deal with life firsthand, and to the point they master life and they call themselves gods because they don't do certain things no more. That's because they mastered everything. See, people got the words in their own definition, for example. And I like this, and I say this jokingly, but I'm dead ass. I saw a seagull a year ago, and I was eating some food. I was coming from a store, and I was going to by a park. I was building, right? And I seen like 4 or 5 seagulls pull up on me, like they wanted some of my food, right? Check this out. I said, oh shit, motherfucker seagull. Guess what the nigga told me? Mind to take mine. I'm not a seagull. I'm a sea wolf, and I'm not trying to be funny. People already know that's real. Everybody nervous. Everybody know. He said he looking for the white man that gave him that name. He ain't no motherfucking seagull. Let me just show that's a joke. But the truth in that joke is this. A lot of people like to give things names and titles like they making things up. Like, woo, woo, woo. I'm not disputing that. Just how you made something up, something made you up, and something it's a chain of how you say events of what's made up. Now here's the power that I possess in the chain of events. See, the universe, people look at Earth and say, there's more than Earth, there's other planets, other life forms, other beings, other things existing besides man. No shit. No shit. And they don't like man, especially white man. Check this out. Let me tell you something. Right now, I might be the only supreme being on planet Earth they actually like. And that's for real. Y'all caught up on this, how you say money, drugs, sex, alcohol, all this shit that really has no merit, but it comes from somewhere. I'm telling you, it's not yours at all. Mathematics allow us to see all that, and it gives us the proper thinking tools to go around that. Once again, we dragging around with the 85%ers. We dragging around with the 10%ers. Wisdom is going to respect the knowledge. She's going to reflect the knowledge. If the knowledge is not the black man, she's not going to reflect the black man. If the knowledge is the white man, she's going to reflect the white man. That's just how wisdoms work, guys. And I'm talking that because I'm trying to live it. Here goes everybody go fix their face up and say that's right. That's right. So now we understand the problem. This is what I've been trying to understand all this time. Here goes somebody might say we don't use understand. Well, you need to. You need to. You need to. Because this is the part of new science. This is the part of added on. The last word I was taught from gods earlier or elder gods, the last word they told us to add on. This is far from over. This is far from over. So when we start off at 120. I'm on my 360. You know what I'm saying? But I'm only going with so many, so many range of square miles because everybody's world is different. Everybody's world is different. And we all gods. God being a man, earth being a female. We all planetary beings that can do things. Every last one of us. I know that and you know that. But for some reason, you're not acknowledging that and you're following 85 percenters. So I'm saying to myself, that's not wise to be who we are and be able to do what we do, even for the minimum term by letting the white man do it for us. So we give him the responsibility of it. We know what we could do. Everything he does come from us. Everything he invented, every idea, everything we invented that we gave to him, that he gave back and added on to it, that was our idea. That was our idea. I know that for a fact. So now when I know what I know to be a fact, a proven fact, and you don't, because you ain't been tested, you ain't been put to the point, you never had to do certain things, now you really looking like 85% to like 99% of you motherfuckers. Dead ass. 99% of you motherfuckers. And those who might feel away is not because they look at their flash like, maybe my battery's not working. Shit, maybe it's not. Maybe your battery, maybe you need to take them back. Maybe you need to get a candle. Maybe you need to get a candle. Y'all might need to put your flashlights down. All right? So now we got other planets, that's in orbit, that's close in there. They pissed the fuck off. They got the ocean like nobody's business. You know what I'm saying? They got a lot of things going on. Remember, Earth was once, every planet was once colored on Earth, and this part of the body. This is just one part of the body. It's the left, right side of the body. There's more parts of the body that you guys don't know nothing about. They got a world. Even saliva got its own world, people. I'm talking about in different, and they break down. The saliva world is the cloud of its world. What? Listen, here's the point I'm trying to make. I'm not going to build on certain things no more, but it's not fair to what's really going on. I had to write some of this stuff down. You know what I'm saying? I had to write some of this stuff down so I don't forget. For real. Because this is one of the things that you got to understand the creation of man, how we was created, what elements used to create us. This is not no bullshit. And the UFO being military, that's what that is. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing like how you say it? It's nothing like knowing that magic is real. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing like knowing that. So once you understand magic is real, it's like the world's like a cartoon human world. Straight like that. Straight like that. And with that being said, everybody has the powers of that world to be like a cartoon world. You gotta be the person, how you say, to receive or object, to add, to build, destroy. Like you gotta be the master of your universe, God of your world, to even travel amongst other world. Or you become a slave. Or you become a slave in that world, and that world will use you to exploit you to no other way of using you but to be exploited. There's no other way you could do, even try to resist it, you'll be being exploited. That's how slavery worked in those concepts of worlds and gods and planetary thing. We ain't talking about no motherfucking anything you thought you was thought about it could be that what you thought couldn't be of a blink of an eye. Just for not knowing. Just for not knowing. So now people claim they know. They have the knowledge. They got the wisdom. They got the understanding. I'm sitting back like, I'm not invisible. I'm very visible. Okay, maybe I'm paranoid then, right? But everything that's going down is going down. And there's people making moves to go to places and they rocking and rolling and they making shit happen. I said, true. Because a blink of an eye is a blink of an eye. But at the same time, if it's a time limit or a race or competition or some kind of thing going on, people saying, yo, we lost, we fell off. I beg to differ. Spring is coming up. It's going to get warm again. The sun's going to come out. It's going to get warmer. Oh, yeah. This right here, this going to go, this right here, I'm just making y'all feel the powers that possess the winter, baby. It's the winter season. You know how I give it up. I get into your life real deep when I start going in. Because a lot of people thinking like, they sitting back, thinking like, niggas is crazy, ain't shit gonna happen, ain't shit been happening, why would shit happen now? Bitch, it don't take a 15-minute cake to be baked in an hour. It take an hour for a 15-minute cake to be baked. An hour. An hour. A 15-minute cake. It takes an hour for that to be baked. So when you don't understand the concept of trick knowledge, and the end result is death, and you don't believe in trick knowledge because you don't see it, and you don't believe in death because you never been there, you got to be the dumbest son of a bitch under some of this. I know I must be on fire. You're real. right? So now because of the reality of it all, we all got a certain fire in our heart, a 98 degrees heartbeat that keeps every man, woman, and child moving around on planet Earth. Oh, please believe it. You know, say every man, woman has a heartbeat, and the temperature between 96, 97, 98. That's that little fire right there. I control that. I control that. But if I what? So because I can manifest it to a bigger version of the fire, my whole body, a little version of that fire inside your everybody's body, where they can have a little the battery charge to keep their body moving, the heart beating. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's man, woman, and child. See, no man's superior at this level but me. So it's not even about the man no more. So you're not gonna do nothing. It's the planet now. It's the other people who've been popping up all this time that you're not acknowledging is not feeling every attempt y'all make in any direction, and even death. Now, doesn't that sound like mind-boggling, right? You would think you would defend your square and move your body around to position yourself to a better environment, because you do have the right to travel. People moving part of the world, part of America, where everybody's already at. What sense does that make? You got military people building cribs, but they don't have the natural environment of gods and earth around them. What sense does that make? We are the true. Listen, we are the planets. We're the ones who's rooting for our planet that keep Earth where it's at today. People, NGE. The rest of y'all are the motherfuckers try to eat off of Earth like bloodsuckers and leeches and all types of parasites, and y'all not giving up. Straight like that. Straight like that. So at the same time, other motherfuckers who not feeling the same either or is trying to get in on this action from the eating side like nobody's business. So because that's the side everybody's getting eaten on, the side that's not doing eating is just getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. So once you got a side that's getting smaller, 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 once we no longer exist, you still got motherfuckers eating themselves. Now they're eating themselves at a rapid rate. Now they got to 58%. I'm taking the 58% on the stage to see what's really going on. Can I find out they're at 27%? So now you see how the numbers are getting smaller to the population of people on Earth? Do you understand why? Because people are really going for the stage of non-existent. So now we got to figure out, for those who are still present, that we are the chosen one, the few chosen people. Doesn't mean we're going to have problems amongst ourselves. It doesn't mean we're going to have issues. So now people like, fuck problem issues. We just going over everything. Everything's a goal. That's some crazy shit. What that has to do with the situation at hand? That we all still a planetary thing going on. We still got invisible war with silent weapons going on. It's an invisible war going on right now. They got silent weapons, and one of them is called the ocean. That I fucks with them. So I'm telling you what's going on. So because we got cities out there that floats like a motherfucker, I'm trying to figure out why we not over there. And you could be paid to get over there. So I know this is stuff I know for a fact that they got cities that's floating in the water that would stand the hands of any oceanographer test result. I'm telling you, I know that for a fact. Y'all around here like, I mean, if y'all got some, some flying saucers going on, that military shit, that has to come down. Okay, so we can live up in the air, that's cool, but some niggas living in the air and on sea too. You know what I'm saying? And people living on land. But here's the problem: you looking at a global thing going on from other planets. Y'all still must the point. They just rearrange their target practice, rearrange their beams on us now. That's all they doing. So now when they shifting their beams on Earth, on motherfucker white man's on Earth, and people on Earth, I mean people period, where they at, white devils on Earth doing what they doing, they line their niggas up with colors from around these niggas like and just try to get a good size how to erase motherfuckers, man. They try to bring that 27 down to a 7%. They try to bring that 27 down to a 7%. And when you take the 2 from 7, you get 5%. They're trying to bring it back to us. But y'all acting like y'all not trying to make moves to be where you're supposed to be at. Like you gonna Harry Potter the shit and you go blink. I know that for a fact I could do that. Here's the point I'm trying to make. Y'all moving like the 85%. You feel me? So here's the blink I'm trying to show you. Because it take money talk, there's bread in everybody's pocketbook. There's bread. The people who own the spots that got the flow city are having sales for brothers like us and sisters like brothers and sisters like us. They have a sale for that. Y'all acting like now y'all listening. Now y'all listening. All right. So it's rocket science. But now here's the thing: they like the excitement, they like the drama, they like the bullshit. You know, you hear, you see things, you see how the things popping and popping out. We overstand this. I'm letting y'all see the backstage is real. So I'm pulling the curtain back here. Backstage is real. And I'm pulling the curtain back up. It's going down like that. So now I'm not gonna make it seem like I'm just gonna take certain group of people with me for for security reasons or for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just y'all all dumb, deaf, and blind still. You know what I'm saying? So being that I'm not worried about none of y'all because y'all dumb, deaf, and blind. So it's not like I'm gonna say, oh, black, white, Indian type. So we gotta go somewhere to a new city that floats, or we gotta go somewhere as a whole somewhere else. I'm not. Who's arguing? Who's arguing? If people, if it's being how you say directed by some kind of traffic, that traffic got to get direction from somewhere. Nobody's gonna be nowhere to get nobody somewhere to do good or bad without a direction or foundation that got to be supported. That's just manpower. I'm trying to tell manpower, y'all need to look up for real. Alright? And now what's now even on the water spots that we got, they trying to figure out if you don't think that well is real. Okay? They got these wells so huge, they can't, I'm telling you, they're gonna be coming from the bottom to the side of that shit to show you, okay, you got away from that shit over there, but you're not getting away from the shit out here in the ocean. I fucks with them. Okay? So now people say, damn, Pat, you just blew up the spot for the whales. Nigga, I'm exposing the whole back curtain. We still got other things out there that's busting at niggas in every form of fashion. It's not just us, it's everybody's banging. It's an invisible war with solid weapons, man. Alright? And we guards up for a long time. But I'm checking the score, and it's not looking like we know what's going on no more. We used to be the snitches. We used to just come with the new knowledge, the wisdom, understanding. We was always telling brother, use this word, don't eat this food, treat your sister like this, it's not a dad, dress like this. And we started cleaning brothers and sisters up, became guards, Muslim, Christians, and some more Israelites. We was the reason that happened. We was the reason. We was the sparks in the hood. The guards, the Muslim the brothers, the FOI. They was a spark in the hood that gave brothers and sisters that thought of thinking. Now that we are free, we could be some. We could be more. Cause you just a dog coming out the cage like, oh shit. Why you think some dogs pop shit behind the gate when it opens up? They don't do shit. They don't do shit. Cause that cage got you that much raised, that much angry, that much mad. If you open that gate, you got what you wanted. You got to deal with the reality what you was running for, or what you was dealing with. So when you got a gate that opens up, you come out the gate for the first time, you get shit like, oh shit, where am I going now? Some people go right back in the gate. Nigga, we not only we took the gate off the motherfucker, we told you where to go. We even show you how to get there. We went inside the gate and tore the whole jail shit, the whole and upside down. Let you know this ain't shit either. Let's go. Y'all run around in the field, in the streets, in the club, in the same 4-block circle, scared to death. Y'all don't go everywhere y'all go within 4 blocks, driving, train, and everything. I'm saying to myself, there gotta be something else going on. Then I realized that there is other side going on. They're the one who's on their P's and Q's from the camera crew, from the air, from the food. They just, they try to make sure everything. So they acknowledge me. They acknowledge y'all. Everybody's being acknowledged, but everybody's not being accepted. Everybody's not being pulled in. Everybody's not being pulled to the side. Everybody's not being past the envelope. You feel me? So, and I know this goes on. And I know for a fact a lot of y'all is not getting the same respect or the same benefits or the same privileges. I know that for a fact. They exist. You feel me? So, knowing this, and I'm a God body. Knowing you're a God body. Knowing, out of the black slave, groups of overturning government, they know we exist. They know we exist. They know everything we do, how we doing it. It's no surprise to them. It's no surprise to them. There's no surprise to them. So because no surprise to them what's going on, there's still limits to what we can do. As far as what they're allowed to be. Because remember, they're giving you everything you need to destroy yourself and to defend yourself. So it's not like you're creating that out of air. It's not like you're going somewhere and you make something every day. Everything you have been done before. Now the thoughts is yours. That's what I'm saying. A lot of y'all got these thoughts about who you are, who you want to be, where your knowledge come from, who's your leader, who's your followers, and what's your purpose in life. Y'all just making shit up that somebody gave you to make up. It don't get you nowhere, but nowhere, cause it's not you. It's not you. First of all, this is not your land. This is not our natural climate. Not only we tropical, but at the same time we could deal with desert weather. We deal with desert areas. Sand, dry areas. A lot of heat. I'm just giving you a global standpoint as gods, what we was once upon in the part of Africa, Asia for hundreds of thousands of years. How we go just climate change, the size change. You know, we're not even the original body of a black man, a black woman, or white man, or white woman. You know what I'm saying? We over here, see the bloodline, see how we build some way. You see some Europeans, they mad huge. You see some Africans, they mad huge. They got the original genes of original people. Even the original slaves. We got the genes from the slave, the white man slave, a white man slave, and they made us from a black man slave with the niggas, and then they have black man, the white man we have today. We all come from this broken down slave line of slaves. From the Jamaican slaves, the Haitian slave, or the broken English Caribbean slave. The white man was another slave, and they had baby with more slave mentality. That came more weaker slaves, or white people slave and black people. That's why we all dumb now. That's why we all dumb, deaf, and blind, even myself. But because the true and living God that made the Father that created us, whatever was named PAQ-MAN. Whatever they got a Raw Man, PAQ-MAN, Supreme, all these names that we have today originally came from original black melon brothers that was 16 feet high and looked a certain way. It has special things that I can't show and prove in this side of the world because we are not in our original state of mind as black men, black women, white men, or white women, or anybody else who walk on land the way we look in under 16 foot. You understand that? So that just shows that we puppets. We got more control to our body, and we are puppets from a greater people that are just like us. But the thing is, only few of us are real people. Everybody else is a puppet made from another puppet's puppet. So they only got, when you go back to the puppet that made you, they got limited abilities, and they got limited abilities. So now I'm shutting down all the puppets when I speak. I'm shutting down all the puppets when I speak. So now I'm moving my strings now to see if my puppets still do what they do. So now here's what I'm figuring out is the problem. We giving too much power to the puppets now. And when you're giving power to the puppets, the tough love that an emperor or king would use, it says justice, this has to stop so we all can move forward. A soft-hearted mom, a pop wouldn't do it and become a victim of his own self, only because one part is rewarded by dying, the other part is rewarded by trying to survive and live. And they live together. Does that make sense? To live with a person in your culture as a black man or white man or white woman or Spanish or Chinese, and live with a culture with a person, a group of people that their whole designs to kill you. And your whole design to survive, you can't even kill them back. You can't even kill them back. All your whole design is to survive from the killing. You feel me? So once we acknowledge this as the structure of the foundation of what we are dealing with as the puppets, I'm coming through with 31 dope moves. Cause people God, we got 52 blocks. They can't even throw 52 things or 25 things. We could block 52 of them. And 25 of them. Shit. And that's been the 360 around, get to 240. I could give them 31 dope moves. I give them 31 dope moves. You know what I'm saying? We go back to 120, they gonna be stuck on stupid. They gonna be stuck on stupid. So, and this is just the mathematical supreme intelligence of the law. PAQ-MAN. PAQ-MAN is the PAQ-MAN. Powerful and quick, mean and notorious. For real. You know, in the gods, you're gonna say power Allah's queen, master Allah's nation. You already know. You know who Allah's queens are, Muslim sisters. You already know how certain mindset of certain females, submissive kind of females is attracted, is how you're not attracted, is magnetized to certain type of gods, type of man, but not here. This is not the field for that. Everything here is what I was trying to tell you with the global thing now. We still got other planets coming at us. So now we got weather issues coming up. You know what I'm saying? We got emotional things going on. Remember, every element in our body, as far as the black man, black woman, is symbolic to a planet in the universe. Many of them. Those are invisible wires to the makeup of the black man's body. And for the black men who made black men, then we made the white man, So we got a long string of sound waves and vibrations we have to go through to do what we do. Well, to do what we do from a high perspective. And this is where I come in at. I have reached that perspective. So from that perspective, I could see everything was going on and what's making sense, what's not making, what has to get cut off, what has to be added on.